What's going on? This is the Marvelous One, the Stockman. Hey, we back in these charts playing some option contracts. We did a call contract, which on the SPY, as you can see right here, SPY. SPY tracks the S&P 500. So we put a call option in on the SPY, saying that it would go up. And this is the move that we was tracking here. Let's see, we go down here. Here, see right here, this candle right here. This is where I entered my put. And I'm sorry, this is where I entered my contract right here, right at the bottom of this candle. And it was right at 562.44. And this was right before the administration came out and gave some news that they had a tariff agreement with one of the countries. So I enter a call option right here. And matter of fact, when it was happening, it actually dropped right here. It was at 564. See this red candle right here? And when the news came out, it did a pullback to about 562. And I knew that the good news was probably going to move the market up, because really the S&P 500 is the market, because you have your top 500 companies and you have your top tech companies in there. Matter of fact, the top 7, Magnificent 7, is also in the S&P 500. You know, they always talk about the Dow. The Dow's up 200-300, down 200-300, up $50, or down $50. To me, I don't pay no attention to the Dow. The Dow's top 30 companies. In my opinion, the S&P 500 controls the market. So yeah, right here, when the news came out about the agreement, the SPY actually pulled back here to about, let's see if I can move this over, to about 562.29. You see it right here. So that's when I knew this thing had the potential to bounce back up. So right here at the bottom of this green candle, roughly around about 562.44 is when I enter a call option for the SPY. And watch this baby just move on up here. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. I got out right before the top at 570.62. I got out around right at the beginning of this candle. I got out around about 569.31, right? And that was a good move. That was a real good move right there. On that SPY option, that was probably about a 43% move. So that turned $966. Only brought one contract for the SPY, so that turned to $966 into $1,400 and something dollars. End up making about $441 on that move right there. Okay, let's see here. See if we can pull up the Tesla move. See if we can pull that up. You know, options gives you an opportunity to make some money, give you cash flow. Yesterday, you know, you don't win all the time, you know, when you're playing options. You know, yesterday I got blown up on a put option on Tesla. So I came back today to see if I can get back in it. So let's see here. See if I can pull this up for you so you can see what I'm talking about. Right here, you see Tesla TSLA. And let's go here and pull up charts. And let's see here. Slide it down here so you guys can see my cursor. There we go, right in here. Okay. Yeah, right in here. Tesla had opened up at 273.46, right? So it gapped up. So it opened up before the market opened, the pre-market. So it was at 273, and then it gapped all the way up when the market opened. Gapped all the way up to 284, and as you can see here, kind of traded sideways, and then it kind of was indecisive right here, and then it went boom, shot way up to 286, and then as you can see, these candles shot all the way up to 288.73, and they was trying to push it to 290. That's where they was trying to take this to. But as you can see, it consolidated. See, I just traded sideways right here. So I was patient because I didn't know if the bulls, and the bulls are the people that's trying to, Wall Street is trying to, the big institutions trying to push this over to 290 so they can take control and try to push it on up to 292, 293, and liquidate the people who have put in a put at this particular point. So I was patient right here, and it got up to 288.54, and then right here at 288.35, I entered a put. I put a put in, and that put contract was saying that I wanted this to come down. So you see this big red candle right here? So I waited patiently, and boom, it came down to 284.77, and that was a $175 move, just like that. You know, understanding these candles is how the institution, big time traders, now they use algorithms, but these candles are where the money's at. In order for Wall Street to guarantee you 7 to 10%, it's somebody playing call options, somebody playing spread options, somebody's doing some type of options, and I just do the basic options. You know, I'm no guru. You know, I just do the basic calls and puts because I like to try to look at the charts and look at the fundamentals and look at the news and see if these stocks has a potential to move up or down, right? And another tool I use too is, if I can pull it up here, I also look at the 30-minute chart on the RSI. See right here? Let's see if I can move this down. This is the number right here is for the RSI, and you can see it's at 55.47, and that's on the 30-minute chart. And what I mean by a 30-minute chart, when I'm doing options, I use the 3-minute, 5-minute, and I use the 15-minute and 30-minute chart. And my entries, when I'm getting ready to put a call option in or a put in, I like to use the 5-minute chart for my entry, and I like to use the 30-minute chart for my exit. Or if I see that it's moving fast, I would like to use the 5-minute chart again to get out of it. But I usually use the 15 and the 30-minute chart for my exit, right? But yeah, right here, when you pull up your RSI, you know, you want to look, if it's over 50, that's telling you that this thing, a lot of people are buying the stock, and it's bullish. Anything over 50 is telling me that this stock still has the potential to go up, right? So I use, like I said, I pull up the 15-minute. See the 15-minute. It was around, close to around about 50, so it was still kind of bullish. And then I like to look at the 30-minute. 30-minute told me that, hey, this thing is has a potential to fall. So I try to go through all three charts with the RSI, and this told me this 5-minute chart on the RSI told me something totally different, and that's why I was able to get in and ride that put down and made about $175. I did probably about 4 trades, quick in and out, and like I said, for about an hour, I made about $740. So yeah, you can make money once you put in the work. I'm still learning this game. One thing about options, you're gonna always have to understand that you're not always going to be right. The chart, the fundamentals. Sometimes Wall Street just do a rug pull on you because Wall Street likes to take our money, and a lot of people say that this is gambling. No, the money is in the charts. The money is in these candles right here. You're not guessing. You actually looking at the charts. You're looking at the RSI. You're looking at different time frames for the chart to make a decision, to make a calculated decision. And you're looking at the momentum of the indexes like the S&P 500. If the S&P 500 is in the green and the momentum of the entire other 2 indexes, the Dow and the NASDAQ, if that's in the green, then you got the trend of going up. So you just follow the trend, right? Hey, didn't want to keep you long. Just want to, for those that's interested in options, options is a good way to, make money. I made this $740. I was done for the day. Worked out, went walking with the wife and just relaxed, chilled, and did what I want to do. Let me get out of here. Y'all know how this go. I'm the marvelous one, the stock man. Peace.